hope you are not interfering with the floods. God was good to us, and when you are here, the rains were considerate. My name is Dolphin Aremo, the Director of Cooperatives in Nairobi City County, and I want to also welcome new delegates who will be attending this meeting for the first time. We are humbled to be here. I am here with one of my officers. Can you be upstanding? That's Florence Akinyi, one of the officers in my office. She'll be able to take you to the end of the program. Most cooperatives in Nairobi want to meet the deadline. You are all aware, Sacco, at this time with the new directives, it wasn't easy registering the accounts. So quite a number are having their meetings today, and I'm expected to be in attendance. Our role in the county, being a devolved function, is to promote and grow cooperatives. I know yours is an association. Chairman, when it comes to regulation, when I came to your office to do vetting, I challenged the CEO and my colleague there that we need to take these accounts for registration. And I asked them, do you have the certificate of registration from the commissioner? And they told me yes. And all cooperatives with certificates of registration by the commissioner, and the ones which are not in Sacco, the commissioner registers accounts. And so me, I say, take the accounts for registration. Of course, I was testing the waters on these matters of regulation, because I know the chairman was really battling with it. Of course, the commissioner did acknowledge, but he was a bit hesitant because of what we are discussing with the CS. We hope in due course you will be regulated. Looking at your deposits of 500 million, those are like 5 cooperatives being regulated by Sacco, because you only need 100 million to be regulated by Sacco. Chairman, I appreciate that you had your education yesterday, which had one of the reforms that is taking place in the cooperative movement. A committee of experts was appointed by the CS, FCPA, Honoparanya, to look into the gaps that there could be in the Sacco Act. I'm aware my colleague Nyoro took you through that document. Kindly go and share with your primary cooperatives, because we want the primary cooperatives to be enlightened on what is expected of them. The review of the Act has been ongoing for a long time. We've been talking about the cooperative bill. I want to confirm that it has gone through the 2 stages successfully. It is now at the stage of mediation. I think there are a few areas that they were not able to agree, but hopefully soon we should be able to have that document. One of the areas is the common term listings of term limits. I know in Nairobi there are a few cooperatives that have embraced that, but let's wait and see the outcome, then we'll be able to share with you. When it comes to your performance, just allow me to mention that I appreciate the growth. You're only 15 years old and you've been able to even declare some returns on investment, which the auditor will be able to present to you today. That is not a walk in the park. You all know that when a cooperative is registered, it takes time to take off. But apparently in yours, it took off almost immediately, and it is because of the support that you are giving your cooperatives. Delegate system has been a discussion. Yes, last year, the Commissioner for Cooperatives issued a directive that all cooperatives with a membership of 5,000 and above gets to the delegate system, with minimum numbers being 150 and maximum being 500. I know in Nairobi there have been a few cooperatives that have gone to the Commissioner asking for either extension or exemption. But I think it's important that we sensitize our leaders, because we are not very certain whether the CS will be able to extend or withhold that. So let us just prepare our leaders and our members so that when we get to that level, then at least we are prepared. Vetting is now mandatory. I know we have done it in sector, in KETSA, but even in your primary cooperatives, we need to shape the governance of our SACCOs by putting the minimum standards that we expect of our leaders, so that when the leaders are interested in the leadership, they apply and they are checked. Because we want people to lead by example. We do not want to elect defaulters into our organizations. So kindly put that in place. Finally, SACCO this year also gave some directives. One of them is that the audited accounts must be signed by the CEO and the finance manager. In the past, we have had instances whereby the board of directors sign the accounts, the CEO and the finance manager are not part of it, and then wanaenda kuambia members hii ilikuwa dividend ya board, because wengine tunakuwa na political dividends that do not exist. But because for one reason or the other we are going for elections, we need to impress our members. So that is in good test. Again, they require those books for at least 15 days. We have learned a lot of what happened in Cusco, and I think whatever SACCO is directing is to assist all of us. Finally, we will be going through elections. I want to wish the candidates good luck. Yesterday, we also had a very good meeting where we went to the grassroots, and today we need to confirm. Until when you confirm, we cannot substantively say that they are board of directors. Then immediately they'll also be able to reconstitute the board, because as was said by one of you, there is no vacuum. So immediately after this, the board will be reconstituted, and so we will know who our board of directors are in various positions. As Nairobi County, we are privileged to be hosting one of the key cooperatives. Mwalimu National actually happens to be our strongest cooperative with a portfolio of 76 billion, and it is followed very closely with Stima Sacco with 75 billion and Police Sacco with 66 billion. Chairman, I look forward to welcoming you to the club of billionaires, because in Nairobi County we have over 77 billionaire cooperatives. With those many remarks, you will excuse me that I'll not be with you to the end, because there are a series of cooperatives that are having their delegates and general meetings, and I'm expected to be in attendance. But you are in safe hands, there is no vacuum. Florence Akinyi will be with you to the end. Thank you very much, and enjoy your stay in Nairobi. Thank you.
Once more, wonderful. Can you give another round of applause? Thank you so much, Madam. We are sure that you do love us. We are sure that you have always wanted to see us grow. So when time comes and you melt away, we understand you have left us at a flawless Akinyi. Thank you so much. At this juncture, I have smelled and felt that there is a new schedule in the house. My able vice chair outgoing, I have seen him. Can you analyze and just my able delegate and my brother, they have to go in the treasurer for that mighty Sacco. Yes, so thank you so much. Karibuni, we feel your work. At this point now, I want to call upon our auditor to come and tell us how we've performed the task concluded here. Karibu auditor. Makofi ya auditor akikuja tafadhali.
Thank you, Chairman. The invited guests, the Board of Directors for KETSA, dear delegates, good morning. My name is David Bio. We are the external auditors, and with me is the audit manager, Joshua Magala. Maybe you can say hi. Yes, he was managing in charge of the file, and we need only to give you the opinion, the accounts, then we give you the opinions. Maybe as we go on. we want to confirm to the delegates or the members this morning that as the madam has said, we tried registering these accounts with the Ministry of Cooperative. But again, we confirm to you that you are regulated by the Societies Act. And what the Societies Act doesn't require that we register these accounts. It requires, after this AGM, we do what we call annual return to the Registrar of Societies. But we confirm to you again, you have a registration for cooperative, and they have guided us how to do, maybe in the Cummings account, what should be done to make sure that, because again, even as we speak now, we will be doing another form called annual form they gave us called to the registrar, to them, to make sure again we comply with the certificate that is with the Ministry of Cooperative. Secondly, we confirm to the delegates that why we do not separate is because all accounts as we speak now are still the bank account, even all your records are still under the name of Kenya Teachers Saccos Association. So it was, as the auditors, even when they told us to separate the account, because they were guiding us to separate the accounts, we couldn't be because, again, we are regulated by ISPAC, which requires that the documents must be the Sacco, the cooperative, but not the Kenya Teachers Association, which I believe the Board of Directors are working. That's the second point that was coming, the next course of regulations. I needed to confirm that. So these accounts are done under the Societies Act, not the Cooperative Act. So let's go through now the accounts. Page number 1, where we don't have to read page number 1. That's the Board of Directors, the independent auditors. Page number 2. That's give us on the account. That's give us the results for the year, and the net surplus for the year was 26 million. The tax have increased 7.9 million due to the increase in income, and the member subscription is there 3.7, and the proposed dividend 3.1. That's just a highlight, and I think the chairman has said we are capitalizing that. We want to do a small correction on the last paragraph, because we had changed a bit. So the request for willingness to continue in audit as the auditors is under section 19 of the Societies Act and the regulations, but not the Cooperative Society Act, CAP 490. So that's just a minor correction. Page number 3, those are our statistical informations. And just as the chairman had highlighted, we have grown our assets, but we'll be coming back to that, and even our revenue, but we'll be coming back to that data. We have put the ratio being guided by the SACCOs Act, also take into consideration most of our members are the SACCOs, so we were more of aligned to see the ratios where the guideline is not given by the Societies Act. We use the SACCOs Act to provide more data and more information. And so that our ratios, if we are regulated by SACCO, then it seems like we are meeting all the ratios in all the areas if we check on them at that level. Page number 4, we confirm to the delegates that the Board of Directors in the last paragraph that we confirm that the association is a going concern, confirming that the issues are there, that for regulations that are there does not affect the going concern of the associations. So, and those are being worked on, and so we confirm it will be in existence in the next 12 months, that I don't have to read one by one. Again, allow me just to confirm that from the auditor's perspective. That's page number 4. Page number 5 and 6, that's the audit report, and that will be the last page I will come back to as we finalize the account. cards. So we come back to page number 5 and 6. Let's be a delegate check on the figures. The interest income was 70,509,000. That's an increase of 25% from the previous year. And then the interest expense, which the chairman has guided in the rate that was there, was this time is 28 million. That's again an increase of 22% in compared to the last year. The trading income recorded an increase of 57% from 64 million to 1 million. And the other incomes were 1,263,000. So once we raise the interest expense, our total income after raising the interest expense was 145 million in compared to the other year. It was 98 million. Our expenses were governance 11 million. Compared to the other year, they were 14 million, so there is a decrease. Staff cost, there is 4.8, from 4.8 to 9.4, an increase due to the hiring of the new staff. Operational cost 14 million, and the training cost is 82 million, and that gave us a net revenue of 26.7 million. Training cost being an item that the auditors checked on it, but we also confirmed the value, and we also confirmed the increase on that expense. But if you compare something, you check the trading income, you check the increase in trading income is 57%, you check the trading increase in trading cost is 42%. That tells you that the income have increased higher than the cost, and that tells you that there is more retention when it comes to that category. Member subscription 3.7, and our taxes have increased to 7.9 due to change increase in income. That is mostly the trading income and other incomes which have caused our tax to increase. And then we have the proposed honoraria, proposed dividend and honoraria, what will be capitalized, which has been requested to be capitalized this afternoon. So I think that's page numbers 8. I would prefer that I give you the total assets which were given by the chair, 613, and the growth in total assets. The growth in total assets is 22% in compared to the other year, which was 501, and that's formed by the cash in hand and bank of 477 being a major item, and we confirm having received all the confirmation from all the organizations. Our financial assets, 99 million. Again, we confirm having received all confirmation from all the organizations. That's represented there down by the major item being the central fund of 535 million. Last year it was 452. And the other items, I may not go one by one, but they are down. You see the share capital is 13.6. The revenue reserves are 47, and what we propose to pay is 3.1. That gives us a total equity and liabilities. Allow me not to go, I will come to the notes so that I can just comment and I give the audit the opinion. Share capital is there. The share capital is there. I don't have to, there's a statement of changes in equity. Allow us to give us a share capital to the 13.6 million and revenue reserves. Allow us not just to go deal with it, but the dividend is there, 1.5. The dividend paid last year, and what we are proposing today. Let's go to page number 10. That's a statement of cash flow. Just give us how much was the surplus and our balance at the end of the year, which is 477 million. In compared to the other year, it was 388. So we are increasing our contribution to the associations. Page number 11, 12. Let's go to page number 13. Those are the notes to the accounts. Just will give you on 1 minute the breakdown of the income. I may not have to read one by one, but interest income is 70. You can see the breakdown. Interest on deposit was 69. Interest expense is there, was 428 because of the withholding tax. Other operating income, maybe a question could have come there. What are those other operating income? When we come to the income statement, we have separated between the trading and other operating income. And Those are our other operating income. Member subscription, we have separated. So what form the other operating income was registration fee and gain on disposal. Governance costs 11.2, a decrease compared to the other year, mostly due to annual conference meeting, which came down, and even delegate accommodation that came down compared to the other year. Staff costs, they have increased. I have commented on that. Then we have the operation costs that come there, 14.9 million. We have proposed that in the accounts to come, what we have agreed that we'll be putting net. We don't want to put VAT and an expense, because now VAT is not an allowable expense. So we'll be changing some of that in the years to come, where we'll be putting your trading income net of VAT, rather than putting it inclusive of VAT, then we do an expense of VAT. Because when it comes to the taxman, they're adding back this expense and as a VAT, because it's not an allowable expense. So we'll be having that change in the accounts, and we give you the net. That was one of our recommendation. I've commented that to, maybe somebody may ask, why are you putting VAT as an expense? It's because we have put the income gross, but we'll be changing that. When it comes to the page number 14, that's additional assets. I don't have to touch because there were no major additional assets. We introduced a software, as you have heard, this year of 1.9, and we have already amortized that software to 1.4. The cost of the software was 1.9. We have amortized it. Cash and cash equivalents, they are running from page number 14 to all the way to page number 15. And the major, where our major cash is, you can see CIC and no special fund. That's where we have invested, and that's what's giving us the interest income on that other side. So our money is safe, and we confirm to the dear delegates that we received all these confirmations from all the organizations. CBK, we have a treasurables of 99 million, and then we have receivable of that 1 million. And this year, we have introduced a new aspect, because for proper reporting, we have introduced the provision, which was not in the other year. So we realized in our account as a note, we say that as per the FRS 9, it's a requirement that we have the provision. So we have set aside 845, and this, from the meeting that we had with the forum of the CEOs, we a very productive meeting on the treatment of some of these items. And as the auditors, we really had to take that and introduce it in the past year, and we are so happy because of getting an agreement on some of these items. Trade and other receivables are there. Those are provisions, not major item. Our share capital is 13. I think I don't have to read one by one. Let's go to page number 16, because of time. Those are our contributions per Sacco. That's giving us 535. Contribution for the year, net from the, you have, maybe, I know you have checked your Sacco, the delegates have checked your Sacco, and much they are contributing to that. And lastly, that's what we have given the breakdown of central fund movements, and we confirm the money is fund. Welfare, page number 17, 5.3. Tax, we have given a reconciliation of tax. It's one of the issues that we are handling in regards to the tax planning, because as an issue, going by the fact that our tax is really increasing, we have started a process of handling your tax planning and seeing how can we plan this tax better off, because it seems like we are increasing high. So that's about the tax, and we confirm that there are no events after the reporting, nothing that has happened. We confirm to you that we don't have any contingent liability in regards to that requires a provision. Page number 18 and 19, that's again a breakdown. You don't have to go through that for each and every Sacco. And And lastly, page number 20, there's an aging list. An aging list. I know for those who are, for us that we register accounts with SACCO, we have known that has become a requirement that we have introduced the aging list for receivables, and even this year we shall be introducing another aging list for payables for proper disclosure of the accounts, and that's what now have formed our provisions and more disclosure when it comes to page number 20. With that, I was now to give the opinion in case there is any clarification. Page number 5. I only read 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph, we have audited the company's financial statement for Kenya Teachers Sacco Association, set up on page number 6 to 17, which compromise of the statement of financial position as at 1st December 2025. The statement of comprehensive income, changes in equity and cash flow for the year ended, and notes including summary of civic and accounting policies. In our opinion, the company financial statement give a true fair view of the position of the association as at 31st December 2025. We want to collect there because we subjected, and I say again, subject this opinion due to all the Societies Act. That's how we are given our opinion. So we request here to collect there, because again, at the time we had changed this account to take them to as the madam was saying, he requested us to take this account to be registered. And now the ministry told us to change. Just the day before yesterday, then they gave us a report that they cannot register this account again because we are not under there. So it was a bit back and forth, and this was from the advice, and they told us, they gave us a report. So we told the board, let's continue with what we are doing. So we subjected this opinion to the Societies Act. We really, so we had changed the account to go to the ministry through the advice that I came to see whether they will be registered. So this opinion is subjected under the Societies Act, not Cooperative Act. And that's something that even when we check the previous account, they were still saying under the Cooperative Societies Act, but we confirm to you that what we are subjected to is not the Cooperative Act. It is the Societies Act, Section 19, and the regulations that guide that. So even as we speak here, please, let's speak under the Societies Act, not under the Cooperative Act. And that's where we are registered. So, in our opinion, the last paragraph, we provide a modified opinion for these accounts, saying that the accounts are properly kept. We give you a modified opinion, and we confirm to the delegates today, your funds are stable, they are good, and actually we don't have an issue. The only issue that is, you are all settled, it's an issue of compliance, and I'm sure that we'll get an answer before mid of June. I'm very sure before June we'll have gotten an answer, and we'll be given an answer. We're also taking it, we are advising them how within the societies, we register the society, we go where, we go, all those things. So they will get an answer on the SACCO. There will be an answer. That should not worry you. May confirm your funds properly kept. We have expressed our willingness to continue serving you for another 1 term. God bless you so much. In case there is any clarification of the account, kindly ask, we'll clarify for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear delegate. Thank you.
Thank you, Auditor. Thank you, Auditor. On that note, I will call upon adoption of the report so that we can discuss it. Yes. Ongea kwa mic ili usikike.
Jagi Justin.
Thank you, Jagi. Sijasikia sauti ile ingine ile a second from here sauti ingine. Hapo nyuma yako nyuma yako. Thank you so much. Now, at this time now that auditor was saying, any clarification can be given. So, hii kitu ya auditor, si nakuwa ngumu kufuatilia kwa sababu inaenda mbele, inarudi nyuma. Sasa, tumemalizia page 5 and 6, na kitu inaenda mpaka page 17. So, sijui tutaanza wapi. However, tutaenda vile tumezoea. Ukiwa kuna swali kwa yeye unaulizia pale, ndio? Tuna page 2. Page 2. Yes. Nawapatia ambayo ni sitati. Page 2.
Yeah. Thank you, Chairman. I would like to add to this. Now, I've just tried to check and I found that being here, they are part of the authorized auditors on the list of SACCO. That's now, is the one who has audited our books, and it happens that also the auditor of our primary SACCOs, which form KETSA. Now, I'm looking at, here we receive an observation from the authority that KETSA is unregulated. It's a situation where you are auditing a primary SACCO, they are telling a primary SACCO that KETSA is unregulated. So, when you are giving an opinion or you are advising the board of the primary SACCO, what will you tell them? Because they have told you, they have told the primary SACCO stop. Now when you come to audit KETSA, you tell us, continue. Is there any conflict? The second question is, from your remarks, you say you wanted to register these books with Commissioner for Cooperative. You were told no. The chairman has told us he's trying to be regulated by SACCO. Now we are looking at here, there are 3 government bodies. One is SACCO and the SACCO Act. Here is Cooperative, then you have Societies Act. So one is saying the other one is not properly regulated because KETSA is registered under the Societies Act. SACCO is saying it's unregulated. No, in such a situation, how do you manage this? Because these are 3 government bodies and they are not happy. Having said that, KETSA formed a second cooperative called the SACCO. So, is it possible, because the chairman has told us, is exploring another alternative of being regulated. So is it possible for us to move these figures from where they are to SACCO? Then we start reporting to Commissioner for Cooperative. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. They are very good questions, the auditor. And part of the questions are also for the board. Because when we appoint the auditor is not registered by SACCO to be only auditing primary SACCOs. I don't think there is that restriction. The auditor can audit any SACCO. I find that IG is audited by Honest Adia, is it?
Yeah, all through we have used the Big 4.
The Big 4. The Big 4 audits even the country's accounts. And then they audit even the smallest, because the principle of auditing is one. The principle of auditing is one. So we are not in dispute on that. because the auditors are not classified on which areas to, they just audit across as a profession. Then on where to move our funds, again the auditor may not advise us much because we are the ones who are, and I can remember very well when the Maremo said, he's told the auditor to go and register under the cooperative. And she did it, and right now, testing the waters. You know, in management and in governance, there are many things that come around. And to navigate, you use various methods. And those methods, you cannot just quote them as the way to go. You navigate using all the tactics to your destination. Sitati, I know you are married. Wakati ulikuwa unatupa mishale, kuna ingine ulikuwa unatupa inaenda world. Na unatafuta nyingine. Unatumia mbinu zote mpaka ufike. You did not go say nataka kukua alafu naambia tumari. Ukiambiwa namna hiyo hata utauliza kwani nini naoa. Hii imekuja mara moja hii. Ni lazima uende through. So I wish those issues around wending through to a safe end, we leave them at this point. We don't interrogate them so deeply because at this point we also not be able to release everything. Yeah, some information can be used against you, against the cause you are pursuing, can turn against you. So we must also be positive, and we are also optimistic that true to what we believe in, the cause is correct. So how we get to the destination, let the end satisfy the means. I beg you for that purpose, let us rest it at that. More interrogations will come later. Otherwise, at this point, we may jeopardize the path. Yes.
Chairman, well advised, very, very well advised by you, and very well articulated by you. I don't know how to put it, but a comment. I hope we are not going to have legal, that is as per the law, financial and governance risks. I rest my comment.
Thank you. And we are consulting widely, and we are consulting the correct people, and it can be tested from the engagement and the people we relate and associate with, the people who walk into our halls and preside over our activities, the people we even bring in to do even some trainings and the like. You can tell. I'm sure legal matters come around where one is hiding somewhere. But Daktari, can I assure you, these books, as they are, Sasa are perfectly aware. And even when we went for that the proposal you are making, we convinced them through our audited books and through the pages they could see and confirm all the safety precautions taken. They are aware when the money is in cooperative bank, it is safe money. They are aware when the money is in treasury, bills and bonds, it is safe money. They are aware when the money is in CIC trust unions and what have you, they save money. And they demonstrated that all the monies in cash is saved. And that is the point when they raise the question, to whose interest will it be to see this money to be called back? Yet, the money is properly kept. Karibu. Continue. Any other concern?
Thank you so much. My question is, one, during the preparation of the accounts, we expect these accounts to be used by other stakeholders. And currently, our greatest stakeholder is the regulators, because we are seeking to be regulated. Now, my specific question is on note 17, which is on welfare. Where the welfare funds are contributed 2,000 per member, and it is not mandatory. So we have mixed the association funds with individual member contributions. Now, from an association point of view, it may be seen to be right. From the regulation point of view, it may not be very right. My advice would be, we separate the same, where these contributions are not reported as association funds. It is a picture altogether. Thank you so much.
Thank you. In our governance structure, KETSA, we have the board, we have the chairman forum, and we have the CEOs forum. The CEOs forum addresses all the matters that are technical and places it through to the board, and we are doubt. The chairman for the board deals now with the powers ahead and the guidance and moving around. So that advice is well placed, Eric, and very well placed in the CEOs forum. When you sit in that forum, come up with the best way to do it. The board has always married what comes through the CEOs forum. And this forum is provided for and is functional. And has a chair, has a vice chair, through whom we get the feedback. So good advice, but let it be processed through that process, so that when it gets to us, is fine. We don't start now debating about it in this platform. Thank you. Any other concern? Any other concern in any page of the report? Are we good? Are we okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. So, I want to call upon the CEO, Chair, CEOs Forum, to step in. You know, there is a bit of raps because of the absence of the substantive CEO. So you understand us for that. But the issue that I've raised is that the auditor the auditor picked, as in his his report talked about dividend, proposed dividend and honoraria, which I wanted to seek for a proposal as seconder. Dividend payout and honoraria, a proposal as seconder, please. Ana mkono kule nyuma.
Tony Kilonzo, I propose.
Thank you. A seconder. A seconder. Thank you. I am Daniel Garanwa. I second. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, members, delegates. Now I want to call upon the Chair CEO's Forum, the treasurer to come and present the budget, please. Karibu.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Our chief guest for today, Board of Directors present, all delegates. Good morning. Good morning once again. I want to appreciate the fact we've come right from when we started this meeting to today. And now, you will allow me to go through the proposed budget for 2027 and the revised budget for 2026, which is this year, for purposes of guiding the issues that we discussed on, other emerging issues arise, then we move forward with ease. Now, we have revenue for 2027, which we expect to be 213 million and 200,000. Of course, coming from the amendment of 2026, 191 million 913 226. This one comes from member subscription, interest income, and trading, which takes the larger part of 101 million, and interest income of 69 million. So that will give out a total of 213 million for the period 2027. What I'm reading is in the last page to the cover. Then expenditure for 2027, we expect on governance 11 million, staff cost 9 million, operational 25 million, for 2027, staff cost 14, then operational cost 22. We have the Sacco related cost, which is 5.9, and the training cost, which we expect that we are going to get 690. Then interest expenses of 41. Now this one will give us a gross total expense of 175 million 799. Now for the amended budget of 2026, we have electronics of 500,000, furniture fittings 500,000, then core banking ERP system 300. For 2027, we still expect that electronics will continue purchasing at 600,000, furniture fittings at 600,000, and ERP again at 300,000, which will give us a total capital budget of 1.5. This is the budget that is going to guide us through for the year 2027, and we expect to get a surplus of 37,404,000. And for this year, we expect to get at the close of the year, after this adjustment, we expect to get at the 2,690,226. So members, This one is a budget that we expect, and we expect that it is going to buy the KETSA all through until we get what we require. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chairman. We can call for adoption and we pass the budget. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's a budget projection ready to us, and the budget is just a guide of what we do after we do the audit accounts. We require a proposal and a second to the same. And then Hapa.
Simon Munyoki, I propose.
Simon Munyoki proposes.
Peter Geraide, I second.
Thank you very much. I believe our budget is just a projection on how we conduct our business so that we take the association to where we need to take. Thank you so much. At this point, I want to ask Bwana Pio to step out so that we can discuss him and others. This is the last page in our booklet. In that regard, Chair, come and tell us what these people are doing and what value they have to us, so that
Thank you, Chairman, and the leaders and our chief guests. So we have come to the point of appointing the external auditors for this year. At the last page, we have that item. We have a list of 3 auditors, their costs, comment, and their locations. So we have number 1, Zade Associates. They are charging 147,180, inclusive of VAT, and they are located in Nairobi. We have BU here and Associates, charging 139,200, VAT inclusive, and they are located in Thika. Base partners, charging 210,000, VAT inclusive also, and they are located in Nairobi. The board is recommending that since we have just started, we are in the first year with BU here, we are requesting the delegates to adopt him as the external auditor. The chairman is going to guide us.
that is to say he has had any value for the 1-year term that he has been with us, so the board will wish to continue with him if you went out. Yes.
Kawero John, I propose the decision of the board.
PO, we hear? Yes. Wacha tupate baadaye sababu ya propose the other one. Wacha tupate from a different person. Hapa. Huyu hapo nyuma tu, hapo nyuma, kofia nyeupe. Jakuo.
Upere, second.
Thank you very much. We are moving on well. I'm informed that some of our guests whom we had invited that have got a very early flight taking off. At this point, I intended to call the confirmation of the elected board members, but before then, let Mr. Kea maintain confirmation of elected new board members, and then we shall appreciate them as we move forward. So, Madam, over to you. Nyako, karibu.
Allow me to ride on all the protocols that have been established by the board. My name is Sacco from the Office of County Director of Cooperatives. I remember when Madam Director was here, she talked about the cooperative bill. With further elaboration, if you can remember the 27th August 2010 promulgation during the Constitution. At that point, cooperatives were given 2 terms in terms of leadership. You finish your terms and exit the floor. But because we operate within a legislation, a relevant circular was sent by the Commissioner's Office so that section is amended. When your term limit comes to an end, you can seek a fresh mandate. This cooperative bill that is here to come out, the key components features around the term limits of officials. For further information, when the bill is out, we shall be guided so that the leaders can acclimatize with what it entails. So back to the elections, you are taken through vetting by the Director's Office and the CEO as an ex-officio member of the committee, being the secretary of the same committee. And this is done for the purpose of good corporate governance. That entails the public policy, national values, and ethics, the Chapter 6 of the Kenyan Constitution, Article 73. So now, I'm privileged to hand you over to those who are cleared for confirmations. When I call upon your name, be upstanding. Mr. Peter Gubi, Mr. Eliud Bogwa, Mr. David Kaburu, Mr. Joel Gashari, Mr. Roger Swanswa. In the interest of time, Mr. Chairman, would you allow them to spare a few seconds or we proceed with the confirmations? Proceed. So to justify their candidature, we need to get 2 witnesses for each proposer and a seconder. Starting with Mr. Peter Ngugi, who proposes. The mic.
Mary Masharia, Orient Sacco, I propose Peter Ngugi.
Thank you, Madam Mary. Seconder.
Thank you, Dick Munene, second, Peter Ngugi.
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mr. Eliud Bogo, proposer.
Peter Geraine, I propose.
Who seconds?
Joseph Kinulia, I second.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. David Kaburu.
Cyrus Kabute Bukai proposes.
Who seconds?
Tom Ogwa, I second.
Mr. Joel Gashari.
Kemanteria Jage proposes from Tarakaniki, Translation Sacco.
Matthew Ruto seconds.
Sorry, come again, the seconder?
Matthew Ruto.
Thank you, Mr. Ruto. Rogers Waswa.
Edwin Martenga, I propose.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin. Who seconds?
Joseph Otieno seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph Otieno. So I appreciate for your patience. Allow me to declare you duly elected to serve in the interest of this association. So I believe after this we are going to reconstitute our office. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We want to move fast now to the next item, whereby before I call our chief guest, we want to appreciate that some of us, now the welfare kitty, have retired. The kitty that was mentioned by Eric have retired, and we, as a policy, we appreciate those whom we have been working with a token. So at this point, ningetaka majina ya hawa, those who are being appreciated. The names of those who are being appreciated, so that you can. And we shall beg our chief guest, Bwana Vincent, that honor to give them a kabahasha as a token of appreciation for the good work and service that they have served with us. Kenenekea, National Vice Chair David Moya, good coming. Exercise we will give you after we appreciate we will ask Bwana Kea to say a word on behalf of those who have appreciated today. David Moya, Joyce. Thank you. Ituro is here with us. My brother, karibu sana Bwana Ituro. And after Ituro, Joel, I understand the member from your team is not